Okay. All right, the City of Avondale Estates, Georgia, Board of Mayor and Commissioners, it's July 10th, 2024. It is 5:30. This is our regular meeting. I'd like to call the meeting to order. We have an agenda before us. Do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Lisa, do I have a second?
Second.
That was Graham. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, Commissioner comments. We shall start with Mayor Pro Tem Short.
Yes, thank you. I wasn't here for the 4th of July celebration, but I heard great things about it. So I know some of these other folks were, so I'll let them talk about that. But I wanted to address what's going on 278 right now, and just reiterate that most of the traffic congestion and construction that folks are seeing out there right now is actually a DeKalb County project. It is not the 278 Complete Street project, except for a possibly small amount down by Sam's Crossing. Just a couple of comments about that, about the Complete Street project, because I've seen a lot of chatter out there. It was in our adopted downtown master plan. It was the #1 project identified by the citizens to do in our city. That was about 10 years ago. We had an update to that. And that project has taken a long time. Lots of people have put work into it. But it was something that the community wanted. I've also seen comments that on social media where they have been rather negative toward our city staff, blaming them for the fact that this is happening. And I want to be clear that the Complete Street project is something that has been approved by multiple boards of commissioners, as was the downtown master plan. And, if you want to complain about somebody, complain about commissioners and mayors. I just wanted to make those comments, that just to remind folks of where this came from and who is responsible, in order to hopefully tone down a little bit of that out there. Thanks.
Thank you.
And actually, do y'all mind if I elaborate on those comments, just because I think this is a good natural spot to talk about? I want to remind everyone that we are publishing a living construction update on our website. We are also publishing multiple social media posts a week, directing folks to the construction update on the website. Unfortunately, this is kind of the result of 3 simultaneous projects. One at this end of Covington, where the DeKalb watershed identified a void underground as a result of a collapsing pipe that they have been working to remedy over the past 2 weeks. And they were back at it today. Our understanding is that they're nearing the end of that project. And so traffic heading out toward the perimeter of or out toward Memorial to 285 should free up pretty soon. However, what results from that, of course, is a bunching of traffic, because they have flaggers out there who are allowing folks traveling east a time period to go, and then folks traveling west a time period to go, because they can't do them both at the same time. So all of that westbound traffic is coming at one time because of those flaggers. Simultaneously, DeKalb watershed identified another water line leak in the area where we were preparing to do 278 Complete Street construction. So that project's actually on temporary hold while DeKalb watershed repairs that line, in addition to the installation of the new line, which is the main culprit of the traffic congestion right now. That being said, there is constant monitoring of that situation by law enforcement. In fact, DeKalb County has hired our off-duty officers to provide that traffic control. And Shannon and I have been testing it periodically. In fact, today we were able to go leave the office, eat lunch in Decatur, and come back and make a stop in under an hour. So yes, traffic is highly congested during peak times, morning rush hour, afternoon rush hour, and there is little we can do about it. We're hopeful that DeKalb County's water line replacement project will conclude by the end of next week. We're hopeful. I can't guarantee that, but during this entire process, we are communicating what those lane closures will look like on a consistent basis through our media channels. And I want to reiterate to the public that they please visit our website to stay updated so that they can anticipate how construction might affect their commute so as to potentially take alternate routes. And now that construction is winding down on Ponce, you know, an easy way to get to the general Decatur area will be Laredo to Ponce. Also, work is winding down on Columbia, so going Clarendon to Columbia to get to Decatur is also a good option.
Thank you.
Thank you, Anne Marie. Commissioner Rainey?
I don't have too much. I'll just echo what Lisa and Patrick said about, you know, having patience and finding new ways to get around, and just remind everybody that even when you're taking a new route out of the neighborhood, don't forget about our small businesses and make sure to stop and get there. And when you can, a lot of times you can get to many of our businesses without getting on 278 or you can just cross over. And my only other thing is just a big thank you to the city staff, to our police department, to our public works department, our city hall staff for a really great 4th of July. I heard lots of, not directly to me, but just walking through the crowd, many great comments and compliments on the parade and the fireworks show and everything that the city did. And also a thank you to our vendors that were out at the town green. I think it was a great day and fun holiday in our city. So that's all.
Thank you. Commissioner?
Yeah, I was able to attend the 4th of July fireworks. It was probably one of the best shows we've had in quite some time. It was, and that was echoed by many of the patrons that showed up. I do ask for everybody's continued patience and just you know, while we work through this complete street project, continue to try to support your local businesses. I know I've heard concerns where just going to some of those businesses takes way too long, so they're apprehensive to do that. I do want to remind everybody that the back end of the downtown area is open and gives you easy access to throughout the downtown district. So be sure to utilize those back streets. You can get from one end to the other very quickly if you want to, if you utilize those directions, and you don't have to worry about all the through traffic. But just keep in mind, you know, I'm a small business owner myself as well in the city, and you know, before we receive 0 foot traffic because of the way our downtown is designed. And you know, while this is presents a lot of growing pains while it's in effect, you know, this is going to create a reason for people to congregate and patronize our downtown. And I think overall it will be a good thing in the end, because you're going to have our downtown become more of a destination, a place of leisure, and our businesses will, I think, benefit from it. Just please continue to do what you can to support those businesses and take that extra time and to support them, you know, while they need it most. So,
Thank you. Commissioner Rod?
I think I'm just going to say ditto.
Well, I like Graham said, I got a lot of compliments on the fireworks in particular. That was like the best one they'd ever seen. But it seems to be a tradition that we have to have a rain before our fireworks. So, but it worked out well this year. But great show. Thanks to city staff. Great job. Had a lot of fun at the parade. Oh, that was hot, but great day. Anyway, that's all I've got. Did you want to add anything?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor Elmore. I just wanted to kind of tell you all about our preliminary data from the firework event. We estimate 3,500 attendees, which is larger than the previous two fireworks celebrations at the Town Green. So we continue to grow each year, seeing more patrons from outside of the community come each and every year. Our vendors did incredibly well. The parade was featured nationally in the Washington Post. So additional recognition for the city that I believe is well warranted, as we put a lot of time and effort into making sure that the 4th of July in Avondale Estates is very, very special. And I also want to echo sentiments of the BOMC and appreciate your sincere thanks to staff. You know, for many staff members, it is an all-day affair. You know, on a holiday that they would otherwise be spending with their family, in the heat, and as Mayor Elmore pointed out, has become the tradition, also stormy weather. But we are happy that the rain seemed to be in between the two activities, so that was great. I also want to give special appreciation this morning to our Public Works Department, who had a pretty substantial cleanup effort after the storms over the weekend. We had several large trees fall into public rights of way. We had, you know, trees fall onto power lines, which caused multiple day outages to some in this community. You know, our public works staff got on the scene quickly, began removing those hazards so that we could travel freely throughout the community, freely and safely. And I'm very appreciative of that effort. And lastly, want to remind the residents that they can sign up for our curbside composting pilot program with Compost Now. Program's limited to the first 750 households that currently have subscribed to curbside sanitation and recycling pickup. 7-gallon bins for composting will be distributed to those who sign up by Compost Now in August, and pickup for the program will begin in mid-August, and we will continue to provide more information to the public about that program. But we're very happy that the county asked us to participate, and we anticipate that it'll be just as successful, if not more so, than the plastic film recycling pilot that we were able to participate in 2 years ago. Thank you.
Okay. You know, I do want to welcome former Commissioner Dee Marion joining us this evening. For many years, she sat over there, and then for a while, she sat over here. And welcome back, Ann Tom. Good to see you. Okay, so that concludes comments. We have before us the meeting minutes of the June 13th, 2024 public hearing, June 26th, 2024 regular meeting, June 26th, 2024 public hearing, June 26th, 2024 work session, June 27th, 2024 public hearing, and June 27th, 2024 special call meeting. Do I have a motion to engross the minutes?
So moved.
That was Lionel. Do I have a second?
Second.
That was Mike. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That's 5. All right, first item, let's see, let me make sure, okay, we have before us a resolution to authorize the mayor to contract with Atlanta Paving Concrete Construction, Inc. for the replacement of Public Works parking lot. Do I have a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
That was Lisa Lee Graham. Mr. Manager?
Yes, after obtaining multiple quotes for the project itself, staff is recommending that the board contract with Atlanta Paving and Concrete Construction in an amount not to exceed $195,130.56. If approved, This work is about 2 months out in the queue and is anticipated to last about 2 weeks.
Very good. Any questions, comments, concerns up here?
I just want to add, and that at the DDA meeting last night, it was mentioned that there is a possibility that this might be used for after-hours parking at times. That's all remains to be seen, and no details have been worked out, but it just, to me, makes it doubly worth the amount of money we're going to spend on it, if that does come to pass. Thanks.
I'll go here. Yep. Any questions, comments out there? Yes, sir.
Quickly, if someone could answer on the compost now, I'm an existing customer for them. How is this new program going to impact those of us who are already paying a monthly fee for compost pickup?
Well, we're only taking comments on this particular item we're about to vote on. We have public comment after this.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
That's okay.
no worries.
I misunderstood.
We're just soliciting comments on this particular item that we're about to vote on. But I'll come back to you in about a minute. Any others? Anyone around the corner? Any online? Okay, so I'd like to bring it back for a vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
That's 5. Sir, you were asking about composting.
Well, I have a couple of questions.
Okay,
One is just a comment. I would urge city staff during this construction to be proactive in coordinating the work between the Cab watershed, Georgia DOT, and whoever else is out there. In my experience, sometimes they put the cart before the horse. And you can resolve that by facilitating communication. Now the compost now question.
Okay.
How's the new or pilot program? What's the proposal? I don't understand. Are there costs associated to the residents? Is this a free thing? What?
It is entirely grant funded. So during the duration of the program, if you wish to participate, it would be free of charge to the resident.
Okay, but I'm already using them. So how do things change for me?
Well, you would need to contact Compost now and say, I don't need your service. I'm going to sign up for your pilot program, and then pick up, if you choose to continue with their service, pick it back up after the pilot program has been discontinued.
Okay, that answers the question.
Mhm.
Thank you.
well, and to the former question, I think, I can't totally speak for staff because I'm not the city manager, but I think we are doing everything in our power to communicate and coordinate with those agencies and the public. And we're aware, it's a lot. And
Having spent 35 plus years of my working career dealing with these guys, they often do get the cart before the horse.
Thank you.
thank you. Okay. Any other comments, questions out there? All right. What's that?
I do have a question
Okay.
about the composting. When we had the plastic thing,
Mhm.
which was wonderful and we enjoyed, and it was just a pilot program, but then it never went anywhere. And this might do the same thing, right? So how does it ever go from pilot to real program?
Yes, well, with regard to the plastic film program, the end user or the recycler changed the way they do business. So they no longer offer the ability for municipalities to provide them with plastic film. And unfortunately, there isn't another recycler who provides that service. Hopefully, that changes in the future because, you know, we were very much aware of the popularity of the program, and you know, the level of use in the program exceeded our expectations, which was fantastic. So I'm with you. If we have an opportunity to provide that service again, with either the same recycler or a different company, then we will look into it. The compost program came to us from Commissioner Ted Terry and DeKalb County. They wanted a municipality within the county to partner with them to run a pilot to see how effective and popular it would be. As such, we were able to obtain a significant grant award that paid for the entire cost of the program. So I think that's going to, at the conclusion, we'll have to kind of circle the wagons, see, how popular and how useful the program was, and then make a decision as to whether or not we can continue in some form or fashion.
Thank you.
And that's Jean Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need my address?
Yes, please.
3113 Kensington Road.
Thank you. Okay. Seeing no other comment, I have to bring it back. Do I have a motion to adjourn? So moved. That was Mike. Do I have a second?
Second.
That was Lionel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.